Hello everyone and welcome back to another very exciting chess game from the chess history. And this time we have Wilhelm Steinitz with the white pieces and Mikhail Chigorin with the black pieces. And this was from the Steinitz-Chigorin World Chess Championship match. It was the rematch, the second match. In the first match, Steinitz was victorious and he defended his title as the first official World Chess Champion. And in the second match, he did the same against Mikhail Chigorin in 1892, and he defended his title and defeated his opponent. So Steinitz, as we all know, was the first officially recognized World Chess Champion, and Chigorin was the 2 times World Chess Championship candidate, challenger for the title, and maybe the first ever great chess player from Russia, and he is also known as the last great romantic of chess. Okay, the first match was played in 1889, by the way, so this is one of the most notable chess games from the match. Wilhelm Steinitz starts the game with e4, and we have e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, and we have the Spanish game, the Berlin defense, which is still very popular even in today. So d3, d6, and we have c3, and fianchettoing the bishop to g7, knight to f1, reorganizing the knight is Steinitz's idea. Bishop back, black castle, knight back, knight to e3, knight to c5, and defending the bishop, knight back, and then h4, the first exciting move in this chess game. So Steinitz is planning to play h5, and he wants to blast open the h file, and he is going to have open file for his rook. Well, Chigorin played a passive looking knight to e7 move. In here, actually the computer engine told me that h5 would be a pretty solid defense, but knight to e7 and then h5 by Steinitz, he is going all the way, so d5, but simply opening the h file, so his rook has the open, semi-open file. E takes on d5, knight takes, exchanging the pieces, and bishop to b3 by Wilhelm Steinitz. So let's pause here for a few seconds. Who's better? Well, white haven't castled, but he has the semi-open file for his rook, and this light diagonal is looking dangerous for black. So we can say that Wilhelm Steinitz already has a pretty active, a pretty aggressive position with some attacking chances. A very dynamic, energetic play by Wilhelm Steinitz already. So this light diagonal is going to be potentially a weakness for black. So is this semi-open file, and queen to c6 and queen to e2 by Wilhelm Steinitz. It looks like he's targeting the pawn, bishop to d7, so if capturing the pawn, rook over is looking annoying, and also leaving on g2 to the queen maybe. So this is why not capturing, but the engine told me that capturing the pawn with the knight was fine. King to h8, stepping aside, so this light diagonal was looking very dangerous. And then Wilhelm Steinitz castled from the queen side. Again, this diagonal is looking very annoying. The open h file, the semi-open file, and also the bishop is looking pretty good, so white has some good attacking prospects. We have rook over, lining the rook with the queen, and queen to f1. So his idea is very simple. Queen to g1 and queen to h2 is also possible. a5 and then d4 by Wilhelm Steinitz, charging to the center, capturing the pawn, and then knight takes on d4, bishop takes on d4, and it also looks like this dark diagonal could be potentially a dangerous diagonal for black, because the light diagonal is also under control for white. This is why Wilhelm Steinitz didn't capture the bishop with the bishop, he captured with the rook. Rook takes on d4. Knight takes on d4. And then it is white to move. Now, maybe capturing the knight with the bishop is expected, which is not a bad move. But Steinitz played a different move. Now, this is not what happened in the game. But if capturing the knight with the bishop, then black has to block with the rook. And you can also see the power of the bishop here. Then white has this very interesting idea. Queen to b5. And if capturing the queen, this is going to deflect the queen. Defending on f6. Simply capturing the rook, checkmate. You can see the power of the bishop here. So most definitely rook to f6 is not a good move because of queen to b5. And if queen to d6, then queen to g5 is very strong, attacking the rook and also threatening to play queen takes on g6. That is also possible. But this is not what happened in the game. After rook takes, knight takes, Wilhelm Steinitz. I mean, when you can checkmate your opponent, why bother all that? He has forced checkmate in this position. And he didn't miss the forced checkmate. He unleashed the rook. Rook takes on h7, smashing in with the rook. King takes on h7 and then check. King to g7, the only move for the king. And then check. We have king to f6. If king to h8, then bishop takes rook, check, and then checkmate. There is no defense, and because of the light square bishop again, there is no escape. So this chess game is actually one of the most elegant, beautiful, and one of the most instructive examples of the power of the bishop here. And Steinitz understood that very well, and he is demonstrating that perfectly in this chess game. So, okay, bishop to h6, king to f6, and flashing the king out. And then queen to h4, and we have king to e5. Not king to f5, because of queen to f4 is checkmate. It's very bad for Chigorin, and the king is getting hunted. Check, king to e5, capturing the knight, and after this move, Mikhail Chigorin had enough and he resigned. What a disaster for Chigorin. Because of this possible continuation, checkmate with the pawn. Amazing stuff. So let's check out this once again. In this critical position, he captured the bishop with the rook because both bishops is going to be extremely strong, and we see the power of the two bishops perfectly coordinating. Knight takes, but then he is unleashing a rampage attack, a complete rampage attack. Rook takes on h7, kaboom, and then basically black is getting checkmated by force. So this was one of the notable chess games from this match, and Steinitz defeated his strong rival in this match and defended his title against Mikhail Chigorin. So okay, I hope you have enjoyed watching this. By the way, let's not forget this. This was from the round 4. So this was the 4th game in the match. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed watching this, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.